The following is a fan-based review. All materials discussed are property of Toei Inc., Bandai, and Saban Entertainment.
You know how sometimes there are just things that you're just so upset about that you just can't do it by yourself at all? This is one of those times. Hi, I'm Marcus. And I'm Marcus as well. That's right. There are two of us now. Enjoy. This week, another episode of the Rant-O-Cast. Because, as you can tell by the head cock, I'm already upset by something. This something just so happens to be something that Toei seems to have a major problem with. What is that major problem, moi? The fact that they don't know how to handle Kabuto in anything ever after. That's right. Kabuto. And the fact that they don't know how to handle it. I just don't get it. I just don't understand how you can mess up that badly. How can you do this? Come on now, Toei. Anger. It's real. It's so true. I can't make it stop. I just never end up getting the point. Is like, you made Kabuto so perfect in his own show with Tendo Soji just so happening to actually be a thing. Then we end up getting to someone like, him in Decade or him in anything else that Toei has done so far. And what do we get? A mess. A gigantic, awful mess dealing with this character. You made him too strong. And that's where you fucked up. I will never understand. A mess of gigantic proportions. You would think after Toei decided not to, bring the actual actor back, and I'm sure that he is very, very busy, doing a whole bunch of other stuff and caring for his daughter and wife, that they would end up doing a little bit better with his actual character. I don't know if people actually still end up remembering Kabuto at this point, but still, the guy is, pretty infamous in the Tokusatsu community. The Kamen Rider movie. The Kamen Rider War movie. Remember that? He beat Stronger, yeah. No problem there. What happened with Sky Rider? What the hell? What the actual hell, Toei? I'm already upset with you. I'm done with this. What was your point? How did he lose to Sky Rider? Sky Rider. Sky fucking Rider. What? He can time travel. Travel through time. Backwards, forwards. He's like Poochie at the end of JoJo Part 6. But better. And the fact that his character is just so good. Now, don't get this wrong. We do understand that he is not supposed to be the main character of the show. But the fact that you made him so overpowered in the first place, that's where we end up having a major issue in this case. He's too good. He's so good, in fact, that they had to dumb him down every other time that they showed him on screen. Literally. No pun intended. With the time and everything. But still, you gotta remember exactly how powerful this character is. You screwed up so badly in just everything. Remember you lost to Decade in the Decade movie? How in the world did that even happen? Yeah, he might have went invisible. But still, who cares? It's Kabuto. He moves faster than light. How in the hell did he... Should we even get started on what happens during the the Kamen Rider Tyson movies? You have to remember the fact that since Tendo can time travel with Hyper Kabuto, he's basically the most broken Kamen Rider there is. Yeah, Decade can transform into him, but he can't exactly transform into, Hyper Kabuto right away. I don't even think he can transform into any final form ride. He can just use their powers. Yeah, but still, the Decade movie. Where do we even start with that? The gigantic mess that the Decade movie is. I don't care. I really do not. The fact that Decade is, very powerful. But at the same time, Kabuto is Kabuto. How do you mess that up that badly? Toei, you created a character that's just too powerful. Too powerful. When you end up creating a character like this, the fact that whenever you end up having to bring him back, you constantly end up dumbing down the character, that's problematic in itself. And I hate it. I hate the fact that this is a character that me, love. And that's a major problem because of the fact that since he's so overpowered, you're just like, wait, we're going to have him actually lose to people. And I'm just like, you can't do that. Yeah. They love to, like, every single time they end up bringing Kabuto back in anything, there's just a gigantic mess happening every single time because people know Kabuto is broken. He is just insane. Now then, let me reiterate. Toei, you cannot do this with Kabuto. Because of the fact that you made him so powerful at the beginning of his entire, first appearance on screen, you screwed up so terribly with how you end up handling this character anymore. You just basically just set him up to constantly lose other characters that he should not have any problem with. Fucking Skyrider, fucking really? Decade could go invisible, yeah, but at the same time, he could just go Hyper Kabuto, Hyper Clock up, and just like, motherfucker, I'm out of here. I beat your ass 10 years ago and killed you before you even had anything to do. That's how Kabuto runs. Every time. He comes back, goes back in time. You saw how he saved Kagami in his own show? What basically, Kabuto just broke. The only way that they could have somebody beat him in that one is by bullshit. Is by making somebody be able to stop time. Who are you? Cronus? I don't know. All we're asking for, Toei, and this seems to be the major thing that you have a problem with just in general, because, continuity. And the fact that it seems like every single time you end up bringing this character back, he's not Tendo Soji from his actual show. He's the AR version of him from Decade, who was basically a bitch. A gigantic one. What are you doing? Terrible. Reflect on yourself. Figure out what you want to do with the character first, before you decide to do a whole bunch of crossovers later, to make it seem like he's not the most broken thing in the world. Until that time, Kabuto just going to be fucked over every single time he shows up. This has been another episode of the Rant-O-Cast, everybody. A little bit upset, a little less than usual this time. But at least for me, I don't know about him. He seems to be a little bit out there. But yeah, that's it. Do better, Toei. We're asking a lot from you, apparently. Bye, everybody.